Congratulations, VIP members. Amazing profits on gold this week. A lovely buy signal here on your chart automatically from the buy zone. Another buy signal here over 342 pips. Thank you very much. A very warm welcome to the weekly Forex forecast and technical analysis for the 8th of July. Hope you're having a wonderful weekend. The markets are dead because they're closed, of course, but this is a great time to actually look at the analysis and find out exactly what's going on into next week. I'm going to give you the trends, I'm going to give you the stops, I'm going to give you the targets. I can't do any more than that. So let's have a look at the DXY. We do expect this price to fall in the next few days into a parabolic trend, and we can see this on the price action charts here, and the predicted price is heading for this area here, probably the support area at 104.39 is likely. So in order to make money this week, we'll be looking at shorting the US dollar. In other words, we're looking at buying a euro dollar, buying the Aussie US dollar, buying the pound US dollar. I'll cover those in the next few minutes. In terms of the yen futures, the yen futures dictates, of course, exactly what's going to happen with the yen pairs, doesn't it? So we can see we do have a support line there, and it looks like it's been broken, but don't be fooled. There could always be intervention. So further weakness in terms of the yen is highly likely, and we can predict where it's going using a Fibonacci extension. So just grab your tool, left click and drag it down, and it tells you where it's going. So our target for this week is going to be, presuming we don't get any intervention, of course, 61.10. So there's likely to be continued weakness for now. If there's any, of course, changes, I will let you know during the week for VIP members. I'll keep you updated every day throughout the day. Even if I'm out and about, I'll keep you interested and tell you exactly what's going on. In terms of the Swiss Franc Futures, this is interesting. So we can see that the Swiss Franc Futures has come to a major support area here, and it's not parabolic. Not all the sellers are in. So we will be talking about parabolic trends in the next few minutes and which ones are my favorites as well. So this is the Swiss Franc Futures. It looks like we're going to get a little bit of a pullback here on that lower time frame. Have a look at this. So what this means is that possibly in the next few days, as soon as Monday, we could see a rally in the Swiss Franc Futures. Is in a downtrend? Yes, but nonetheless, we could see this happening. From another perspective, this is the price action charts, and what you're looking for in terms of price action is market structure, and the market structure can be clearly seen by the stepping stone effect. And all you're looking to do is come in, wait for the price to come into the 50 EMA and then start to move back down. As we can see, price has change of character, and so therefore this is highly likely to go up. So be warned, all the Swiss francs are going strong, and so therefore the pound Swiss, euro Swiss, Aussie Swiss, New Zealand Swiss will probably be going down in the next few days. So be aware of that. If you're long the pound Swiss, close it as quickly as possible, as soon as you can, unless there's a change, of course, on Monday. So one of my favorite trades when it comes to the Swiss franc is the Swiss yen. I'm going to come back to the analysis, but the Swiss yen is not parabolic, but it has structure here on the left, and we have a price action chart here. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. We can see that it's continuing to make higher highs, and we've got a fresh buy signal as well. So we can go down to the 1-hour chart. We can see this moving to higher highs. So probably by Monday this will be going higher, so look out for that. You can easily have a long trade here somewhere there, move it down to the previous high and have 2 to 1 up there somewhere. So onto the indices now. The FTSE 100 is looking red hot actually. It's probably going to be ready by Monday, so look out for that. I'll be letting you know on Monday in the VIP room if you're a VIP member. Come into the chart here. Let's go down to the 4-hour chart. We do have a stepping stone effect yet? No, we don't. We don't have the stepping stone effect. That is what you're looking for a downtrend. That's what you're looking for an uptrend. Stepping stones give you the answer and make it easy for you to view market structure. Okay, so we want to make life easy for ourselves, don't we? And don't forget, all the settings are personalized, so nobody else gets the settings, only you. So these are not generally available to the public. So in other words, what we're waiting for on Monday is for the price to move up to, I'd like to see this parabolic. It has moved above the RSI, but if you can see that there on the left, not all the buyers are in. The buyers probably will be in on Monday. The other thing to note here is the trend line here. There's a trend line which is automatically drawn on your chart. You haven't got to do anything. We want to make life easy for ourselves. You could manually do it. You've got, what, 30, 40 assets to go through. That'll keep you busy. But I'll have it done for you. So there we are. So wait for the price to break this trend line, and we go long on Monday, probably for the FTSE 100. So that's on amber, getting ready. The other one that is getting ready is the Hang Seng. So we do have a buy signal on a very important support area, don't we, here? And if I bring that across there, somewhere around there, there is a support area and convergence. We don't have all the buys in, but it won't take much for this to go long, similar to the FTSE 100. Oil, congratulations if you've been trading oil. All the buys have been in for the last 10 days or so and continue up to $87.38. So what do we have to see for the price to become a buying opportunity? We can see the stepping stone effect here quite easily, and quite often the price pulls back into this area here. So we do have liquidity here at $83. So we do expect maybe on the 1 hour chart for the price to come back into liquidity and then start to move up again. So buying on oil is highly likely to continue this week. You've seen the gold software in action. Very simple to use. Just when it says buy, buy. And similar to the price action charts as well, when it comes back into liquidity, you often see this happen. So you've got liquidity, the price moves up, comes back into liquidity, you get a buy signal, then you just buy it. Continue up. So what happens now? Well, I think there is going to be a retracement. We can go down to the 30-minute chart and see there's liquidity here. So I think we do expect price to pull back somewhat and retest the 50 EMA and then start to move back up again. And I'll be doing the long-term target. Let's have a look at the daily chart for the daily. So there is resistance here at 24.34. So I think this will go to that probably this week. So we could see a very sharp move higher. So look out, get your software ready, make a lot of money. So is the euro dollar parabolic? Yes, it is. So happy days, this is going up. May stall a little bit at about 108.90. So let's put a target there at 108.90, somewhere like that. But nonetheless, this could continue up, of course, beyond that if it really wants to. There may be some hesitation. But as long as you've got market structure, as you can see here, the stepping stone effect, which we talk about. So we do expect the price to pull back, where we can get a 2-to-1 risk to reward. So we can go down to the lower time frame. It's still got market structure, and we've got liquidity zones here. So any kind of pullback here is highly likely to go to 109, shall we say, but you'll get a nice 2-to-1 risk to reward, which is great. Pound USD, is it parabolic to the upside? Yes, it is. All the buys are in. Happy days. Do we have market structure? Yes, we do. So that's good news. So we're looking for any kind of pullback into this area where there's support. Any kind of convergence this week is highly likely to go higher. Where's it going? There's a price here. We can say 128.60, which is the previous high. But it could go much higher. Have a look at the US yen. Not all the buys in. This is not parabolic, but I'll just do it anyway. but we do have price moving into liquidity here. So this could be a buying opportunity back into the trend in the next few days up to 163. That's my target. So again, we've had market structure, haven't we, for quite some time. Buying these pullbacks is always a good idea. Coming into liquidity right now and retesting the 50 EMA, which is fantastic. So any kind of opportunity there is highly likely to be lucrative this week, especially if you get a stronger dollar move in the next few days. Not parabolic, but as you can see, it's not parabolic by definition that the market structure is no longer intact, if that makes any sense. But it wouldn't take much for it to get back intact. US Swiss, well, this is mixed to say the least. I'm not particularly interested in this one. There's no parabolic trend on the left. It's more of a long position than a short. But the US dollar has decided after the non-farm payroll to go short, which is indicative of this price now changing character and moving down. Not my favorite trade. Aussie USD is my favorite trade, and one of them, along with the euro dollar. So any kind of pullback into the fair value gap is highly likely to move. So what we can do here, just dial down into the 1 hour chart, and then you can see the fair value gap here and liquidity. So any kind of pullback in the next Monday, Tuesday, you're going to see a price much, much higher. Now I do have a target up here, 68.08 from a few months ago, still in play. So 68, what did I say? 68.08 is going to give you a nice 2-to-1 risk to reward. Now I've got the US Canadian down here, very interesting, and I've got some extra trades just to go over and do a bit of coaching as well, maybe. So the US Canadian has been all over the place, so it's not one that we've been trading at all. However, we do have on the left, let's get rid of that. This is not a parabolic trend. So, and by definition, of course, markets don't trend most of the time. As you know, they only trend about 20% of the time. So there are opportunities now and again. So this is one of them. Again, not my favorite trade, but nonetheless, it could be worth a trade in the next few days if we get confirmation. So the first thing that we see, let's go to the 4 hour chart. And we can see that the price on the left has a double bottom. It has a double bottom and also on a very strong uptrend as well, long term. Okay, so even though it's not parabolic to the upside, i.e. it's not achieving higher highs and higher lows, there is also divergence in the market. These are automatically drawn on your charts, so you haven't got to do anything. Less work means more time for you and your family. So what we could find in the next few days that the price decides to move much higher once it gets into a stepping stone system, and then it starts to move higher. If we get this situation, now what that needs to happen in order for that to work, we also need a stronger dollar. So again, if we start to get a stronger dollar in the next few days, then of course this could be a trading opportunity. New Zealand yen is parabolic to the upside. Again, the weakening of the yen futures, as I've mentioned, further downside is likely. So these are buying opportunities, but be warned, there could be intervention. But I've been saying that for the last month. So don't listen to me. But before you know it, that you could find that there's intervention. Just be aware of that source. So further upside. Aussie yen, yeah, further upside. Got a fresh buy signal on that if you fancy that. So all you do here to go long, swing low, 2-to-1. Okay. You can check your settings to see if it's got volume in the market. You can set your settings. You can check your settings to see if it's oversold or overbought. Best to wait for it to be overbought in an uptrend. Oversold in an uptrend. This situation gives you a far better entry price. However, sometimes the price doesn't pull back that much, and of course you might miss it. So the buy signals are fantastic. Pound yen, one of my favorite trades this week. Again, further upside momentum is likely to 210.80. 210.80 is the Fibonacci extension. And have your stop at about 204.80, 204.76, target 208.47 gives you 2 to 1. If you want to feel safe, that's fine. In order for this to work, we need sterling is strong because it likes the election result. The markets like it, hence the FTSE going long possibly Monday. And sterling is stronger across the board, and yen is weaker. So this could be quite an easy, nice profit of 243 pips there in the next few days. Now, Swiss yen. I did mention this earlier. Today, Swiss franc is possibly going stronger, which will drive the Swiss franc higher. And we've got a weaker yen as well. So you can trade this on a break structure here, somewhere around there, and have a swing low there, and a 2 to 1. Okay, so put that on there and there. Now you can check it out in terms of the lower time frame. Go to the 2 hour. Has it got market structure? You don't need to, but you might want to feel like you want to, or you can wait for a pullback into liquidity down here and then wait for it to pull back up. Euro yen to the upside. Again, be careful. Be careful. These are very, very high, but they're not showing any signs of exhaustion. They're holding on to market structure quite resiliently, actually. As you can see here, on the 30-minute, on the 1 hour, buy signal. Work on the 1 hour and just buy when it says buy. Now, pound Swiss. I want to talk about this a little bit. I've marked this in purple because it's one I've got my eye on. But this has, for all intents and purposes, change of character. There's a little way to go, but nonetheless, we could see quite a big move down on this one. We've got massive divergence here, which indicates a potential reversal. Momentum's certainly come out of this price, and we could see the price break down in the next few hours. Next few days once we get live in the markets. So there's your stepping stone. That's your market structure done for you. And now there's a trend line here, as you can see. So the upward trend line here needs to be broken before it falls and rolls over. Now this is going to be driven by a stronger Swiss franc if that continues. So look out for that. Similar situation to the Euro Swiss. Have a look at this. This is simply going to be a correction, by the way. It's not going to be a big parabolic move. It's not the big one, but come down to about 96.32 and onward to 95.70, somewhere like that. But as we can see, it's holding on to that trend line here. So we do expect this price to break down if the Swiss franc decides you want to. Same with the Aussie Swiss, New Zealand Swiss. So lots of looking at those for this week. Now Euro Canadian, I've got this marked. Oh yeah, that's why. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay, so Euro Canadian is one of our favorites, and we're expecting the price to come down to the fair value gap and convergence and then move up. So look out for that. Red hot. Aussie Canadian. Congratulations, by the way, to Laurie. Laurie's one of my long-term students, and he's doing very well. And posted this chart into the VIP room last week sometime, and spotted that it was coming down into convergence. The nice buy signal, so a lovely move there. Now, one of the things I'm going to do now is a bit of coaching, so bear with me, because once we get the trends in play, the stepping stones, etc., it's all nice and easy, and simple and straightforward. Sometimes we don't get the parabolic trends that we want, but there are still trading opportunities. So this is one of my favorite trades for this week, and I will explain why. Now this is the pound Aussie. This has come down to a major support area, double bottom, okay, from this top here. It is a correction. However, you might be surprised how far this goes. So a couple of points to mention. So let's enlarge this chart here. Let's make this a 2 hours, make it easier to see. Okay, so we understand this stepping stone. When we get stepping stones, as I call them, then it's easy to get into the price and have a sell, and vice versa for a buy. Actually, I'm going to go to the 4 hour. Easier, much easier to see. Yeah, that's easier. We have also a demand area here, as you can see. We also have, well, if you spotted it, we also have divergence automatically drawn on your chart. Automatically drawn on your chart. There's nothing for you to do. Oh, what did happen there? So we have divergence on the chart, and the price is starting to achieve higher highs at this point here. Now I've drawn a triangle like that. So we've got the higher highs, and there is a trend line here which is automatically been drawn, but I put that in there in black. Okay, so this helps you to analyze the markets much quicker. Let's put that back. So we can draw that there. So visually it's nice and clear to see. Now, of course, it can continue down. We don't really care. But what I'm saying is there might be enough information to suggest that this could be a nice move higher. Oh, and by the way, the move up to the next previous high is 300 pips. So it may seem like a small retracement, but it could turn out to be highly profitable. So just highlighting what we are looking for on Monday and into next week in terms of the trend. Pound Aussie, obviously a nice trade coming up there. We are looking at the long positions on the FTSE 100, long positions on the Hang Seng, long positions on oil, long positions on gold on a pullback, euro dollar long, pound USD long, Aussie USD long, US Canadian possible long if the dollar goes strong. And all the Swiss francs, if the Swiss franc futures contracts decides to go long and strong, then this will drive these pairs down. So there could be a very good trading opportunity there. And what else? Euro Canadian. Yeah, we're looking for positions to move down and then to move back up again. So lots of good stuff going on and lots of trade potentials coming up ready for Monday. So don't forget, if you're not a member, not a VIP member, all the links are below. If you've got any questions, then just contact me and I'll help you out.